Namaskar. My sincere and warmest greetings to all on the occasion of the 75th Independence Day of India. I will now read excerpts from the address to the nation by Honorable Rashtrapati Ji on the eve of India's 75th Independence Day. My dear fellow citizens, Namaskar. It is a matter of great joy for me to wish all Indians living in India and abroad a very happy Independence Day. This day has a special significance as it marks the beginning of the 75th year of India's independence, for which Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is being celebrated. My hearty congratulations to you all on this momentous occasion. Independence Day is a festival of freedom for us. This was made possible by generations of freedom fighters, some known, many unknown. They made great sacrifices. Today, you and I breathe under freer skies thanks to the heroic deeds. I bow in respect to the pious memory of those brave martyrs. Now, as we look back to the 75-year journey of our republic, we have reasons to be proud of the considerable distance we have traveled. Gandhiji taught us that slow and steady steps in the right direction are preferable to rapid strides in the wrong direction. The world looks up at the miracle of India, home to the plurality of traditions, and yet the biggest and the most vibrant democracy. Dear fellow citizens, in the recently concluded Tokyo Olympics, our sportspersons have brought laurels to the nation with their stellar performances. India has won the highest number of medals in the 121 year of its participation in the Olympics. Our daughters have achieved world-class excellence in playgrounds, overcoming many adversities. Along with sports, epoch-making changes are taking place in the participation and success of women in all walks of life. From higher educational institutions to armed forces, from laboratories to playgrounds, our daughters are making their mark. In this success of our daughters, I see a glimpse of a developed India of the future. I urge every parent to learn from the families of such promising daughters and provide opportunities to their daughters also to explore avenues of growth. Like last year, this year too, the scale of Independence Day celebration may have been reduced due to the pandemic. Yet, our heart remains always filled with enthusiasm. The intensity of the pandemic has come down, but the coronavirus has not yet gone away. We are yet to come out of the devastating effects of its recurrence this year. Last year, with exceptional efforts from all, we had succeeded in bringing the spread of infections under control. The science is coping with this invisible enemy of terrible might with remarkable speed. We can take solace from the fact that more lives have been saved than lives lost. It was our collective determination to overcome the challenge that helped us see the weakening of the second wave. Once again, our corona warriors, the doctors, the nurses and health workers, the administrators and others risked everything to contain the impact of the second wave. Due to these efforts, the nation breathes a sigh of relief with the return of semblance of normalcy. If we have learned our lessons well, we know that this is time of extra care and caution. We shall not let our guard down. Vaccines are the best possible protection science offers to us. Under the world's biggest vaccination campaign going on in our country, more than 50 crore fellow citizens have been vaccinated so far. I urge all eligible citizens who are yet to get vaccinated to do so at the earliest and also inspire others. Dear fellow citizens, the economic impact of the pandemic is as disastrous as the health impact. The government has been concerned about the lower middle classes and the poor, as well as about the small and medium industries. It has been sensitive to the needs of the laborers and of the employers who have been facing hardship due to the lockdowns and movement restrictions. Sensitive to their needs, the government has taken a series of relief measures last year. This year also, the government had distributed food grains to about 80 crore people in May and June. This benefit has been extended till Diwali. Moreover, the government has announced a new stimulus package worth rupees 6,28,000 crore to boost the selected COVID-affected sectors. In particular, it is heartening to note that an amount of rupees 23,220 crore is being spent over 1 year for expansion of medical facilities. If there is an improvement in the ease of doing business, it has a positive impact on the ease of living for all. In addition to these, special emphasis is being given to public welfare. For example, the dream of having a home of one's own is being realized thanks to the rupees 70,000 crore credit-linked subsidy scheme. The series of agricultural marketing reforms will empower our Annadata farmers and help them get better price for their produce. These are some of the measures that the government has taken to unleash the potential of every Indian. Dear fellow citizens, a new dawn is rising in Jammu and Kashmir. The government has initiated the process of consultation with all stakeholders who have faith in democracy and the rule of law. I urge the people, especially the youth of Jammu and Kashmir, to utilize this opportunity and work on realizing their aspirations through democratic institutions. Dear fellow citizens, when India won independence 75 years ago, many skeptics thought democracy would not survive in India. Little did they know that the roots of democracy were nurtured in this soil in the ancient times. And even in modern times, India was ahead of many Western nations in offering franchise to all adults regardless of any distinctions. The founding fathers had reposed their faith in the wisdom of people, and we, the people of India, have made India a strong democracy. The government has planned many initiatives to make this special year memorable, and the most exciting of them all may as well be the Gaganyaan mission. When it comes to the flight of our ambitions, we don't let any limitations define us. Learning the art of living in tune with nature requires effort. Gandhiji says, but once you establish a relationship with rivers and mountains, birds and animals, nature reveals its secrets to you. Let's resolve to listen to this message of Gandhiji and also make sacrifices for the sake of the land we live in. Recently, on the occasion of Kargil Vijay Divas, I wanted to visit the Kargil War Memorial, Dras, in Ladakh, to pay homage to our brave soldiers. but due to bad weather, it was not possible for me to reach that monument. On that day, I paid homage to our brave soldiers at the Dagger War Memorial in Baramulla. That memorial has been built in the memory of all the soldiers who have made the supreme sacrifice in the line, the interests of the nation and the society foremost. Dear fellow citizens, I once again congratulate all of you on the eve of India's 75th Independence Day. While celebrating this anniversary, I cannot stop my mind from imagining a powerful, prosperous and peaceful India of 2047, when we will celebrate 100 years of our independence. I wish that all our people come out of the difficulties caused by the COVID pandemic and move ahead on the path of happiness and prosperity. Once again, my best wishes to all of you. Thank you. Jai Hind.